bit more. How does that look? Miranda here. Today I have 2 reviews to give on 2 fabulous books. Okay, Underwater. I was given this book by the lovely Pam Macmillan. Thank you so much for sending it to me. I really appreciate it, and it was such a fabulous book in itself. Look at this cover first off. I really love it. I wish I got it in hardcover because when you move the cover like that, if you put it in the sun, it like glitters like the water. This book tells the story of Morgan. Now, Morgan is like any other teenage girl till one day this event leaves her traumatized. Traumatized to the point where she doesn't even leave her own house. If that's not traumatizing enough, like, that's pretty big. One day this new boy reminds Morgan exactly of what she used to be. Will he be the key to making her come back out into the world and experience life again? Originally, diving into this book, I didn't know quite what it'd be. Morgan started off very reserved, very quiet. She didn't really have a life. Throughout the whole book, I was just wondering why, why is she so traumatized? What happened to her that made her, and turned her into this person that won't even leave the house, like won't even leave the front doorstep. Slowly it gets revealed and you can really understand just the event and why she would feel the way that she did. I'm not going to go into the event that made her the way that she is because you have to read the book. Otherwise I'd be completely spoiling the whole plot of the story. But definitely the event that happens that made her that way really struck a chord with me, and especially with all the things in the world that are going on now to do with it. It was pretty full on and pretty like in my face the whole time I was reading it because I'm like, wow, this is so real. Like, kids out there or teenagers out there experience this a lot. Like, it's happening a lot now in the world. Evan is the guy that slowly gets her out there in the world, and originally I'm like, oh, this guy, I don't know, because they both love the water. I don't know if I 100% dig him or not because he's kind of like that surfer guy dude. Like, he's not my type of book boyfriend, but I accepted him in this book. He was a pretty awesome character to have, and the way he just motivated Morgan again was just so beautiful, and he took things really slow with her, and it was definitely that kind of buzz that she needed. And he also does come to a link with another character that's not kind of in the story but was part of the accident, which I thought was really good how they were linked. You do also get some cute little side characters in this book. Morgan's mum is really strong raising 2 kids. Her dad was off in the military, and yeah, just the whole family dynamics in this book are very real. She lives in this like little apartment place. Very simplistic read. Like, you can skim through this book in a day. It is that simple. It's only like 271 or something pages long. One of those reads that you just go into when you just want to escape and get away, but also be warned to the facts of how people, with something like this may feel. I would rate this book an 8 out of 10. I'd really like to thank the publishing house for sending it to me. All the books that I get by publishing houses are mentioned in hauls and monthly wrap-ups as well. This is really like the water of reviews because the next book I'm talking about is Thicker Than Water, and this was sent to me by ANU. Thank you so much. You people are lovely and I love receiving your books. This was a very different pace kind of book. It still had the same thing with being like kind of traumatized by something, but in a very different light, and the font's definitely smaller in this book, and it definitely has more pages, and it's a full-on read. Thomas has moved to this new town with his mum and his mum's boyfriend, and then all of a sudden his mum dies. She is suffocated in bed one night, and that's why it's called Thicker Than Water, because, can't breathe, air, all that stuff. Thomas is blamed for this event by the whole town. They won't let it up. Thomas, murdered his mum. Thomas murdered his mum. Thomas murdered his mum. And Thomas doesn't believe that. Like, the whole time he's there saying, no, I didn't. I was in bed. It didn't happen. How could it happen? These events that go on in town because Thomas has kind of like these slight anger issues as well. So, if he like even touches a cop, like they put him in a cell for the night, and, it's really full on. His mum's funeral, he meets this girl called Charlotte, and she's like the only one in the town that believes him that he didn't murder his mum. Together they kind of come together and they solve the mystery of why and who murdered Thomas's mum. But at the same time that's going on, Charlotte's family are cops, and every single time Thomas and Charlotte are together, something always happens. Like, Charlotte trips over, Charlotte's brothers get mad and be like, oh, why are you hanging out with Thomas? I'm not going to say how their relationship evolves, just how it happens, but there is a little bit of a spark there, and it's really cute. One of the things that stuck out for me for this book was just how beautiful the story was told, and the twists at the end of the book, and just like element in it. I'm not going to say what it is, but it was just it made me just read on even more. It did also make you question who was the murderer. At the time I was thinking, oh, it's this person. Oh, it could be that. Oh no, it's this person. I would rate this an 8 out of 10 as well. One thing that did bug me in this book though was like everyone was a cop, because you know how Charlotte's brothers were cops, her dad was a cop, and then Thomas's stepdad's like a cop, so everyone's like a cop in this book, and it's really good because it's a thriller and it's like a crime thriller and they're solving the crime and everything, and everyone's like a freaking cop and that's why they blame Thomas even more. But yes, fabulous book. Thank you Amy for sending it to me. Make sure to hop on these two water books. I'm Miranda. Thank you so much for watching. More reviews coming soon.